So you're trying to tell me that that you told me that so you
I don't know what you heard as far as the 3 week thing. It bothers me that you heard me say that you'd have something in 3 weeks.
right and
I can't make any guarantees of that. So if I said I don't know whether it's a day or 3 weeks, you probably took the 3 weeks and said, "Oh, I'll know that in 3 weeks." Then you do that.
right
When I make an offhanded comment, like that what that meant is I have no clue. Pick a number, you know.
right
Uh, if I tell you that I don't know a number, I don't know when, asking me over and over again isn't going to change that. You know that, right?
yeah I know but
So do you know that when you ask me the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth times, I just get further and further pissed off? Because you already know that answer and it ain't going to change.
yeah
And I'm not stupid enough to think that you don't.
I know that I know that
Okay.
but right now I Pip is at the state but I know you said that you want me to find apartment for less, but now Kim just told me there's nothing cheap to find an apartment.
There's
So
nothing that you can buy today.
so
You don't qualify.
I don't qualify.
You don't qualify on your own. No.
What do you mean by I don't qualify
You
my
don't
own?
qualify on your own. All you have is $1,188 to pay everything. And they look at that and say, yeah, you can't even feed yourself.
Well, I know how to cook. I know how to
No,
cook.
that's not what I'm saying. You don't have enough even to pay for groceries if you go into an apartment. That's what they're saying.
So you saying like you're saying to me said
That if you, all you have is the $1,188
like
without any other state help, you don't qualify on your own. You have to have that state help in order to be able to lift your purchasing power enough to be able to pay for an apartment. Do you understand
menu
what I'm saying? The
right
state is gonna cover part of your apartment, part of your food, part of your medical. That's all money that you don't now have to take out of that 1188
right.
because the state is now paying for that. Okay? Before you were having to pay for all of that. Right now we're having to pay for all of that.
So
So we need to get that paperwork in so we can get all of that state help. Then you might be able to qualify for an apartment.
so you're trying to tell me that
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to tell you, I am telling you, that right now, as far as your apartment, um, it's a waste of our time to be looking because you don't qualify right now. And there
right
is no apartment that is low enough cost because you really only qualify for $400. What kind of an apartment can you buy for $400?
well
See, so that's what I'm saying, Nathan. Is right now you don't have the money,
yeah.
but if we get you involved in some of these state help programs, so that you don't have to keep paying all of this other stuff, then you might have enough that you could buy something for 650.
Well, that's a good question because what happens like if cable costs money, electric costs
You're
money.
gonna you're gonna have to make some decisions of things that you can live without.
I cannot live out.
You're gonna have to make some hard decisions as to what you can and cannot do. I mean, what you can live with and what you can live without.
Like, what are you saying? Like,
What's most
what?
important to you? Living under a roof or having cable?
I would just say cable.
Okay, well, if
Cable.
you don't have a roof, you can't have cable, so, because it doesn't, I mean, you have to have a building to put the cable into.
Well, yeah, oh yeah.
So if you can't pay for the rent, how are you gonna pay for the cable?
Well,
See, you've
because
got, Nathan, my point is this, I'm throwing examples out at you and I'm confusing you.
yeah, I know,
don't mean to be confusing you.
I know, I know.
What I am saying is that um, you are paying for a lot of services, phone, internet, all of that, that I think if we spent some time looking at, we could probably find you a cheaper way of doing the same thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean about that? What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is that you're paying for a trying to think of the right words that you understand. See, it's hard for me. You're paying a lot of money for a lot of devices that those devices can work differently or connected differently than they currently are, so that you don't have to pay for that connection anymore. You can route it a different way, but still use the device the same way as you did before.
Well, what are you trying to do? Are
I'm
you
not trying
trying?
to do anything. I'm just trying to explain to you.
I know,
Okay.
but listen, okay. I'm just saying that if you're gonna do that, if you want to, are you trying to part the cream with the cell phone companies? Because I talked to them. There's
No,
nothing you
I'm
can
not
do.
gonna. I'm not gonna do anything with the cell phone companies. They won't negotiate.
They will not do nothing.
They won't negotiate anything. I've told you that.
Yeah, they will not do
They don't
nothing.
care whether you have their service or not. So, yeah, no. What we
But
have to do is figure out. Okay, you're doing this with this device. You're doing this with this device, and you're doing this with this device. First of all, do you really need to be doing this? Second of all, then if you do need to be doing that, can we connect it a different way rather than connecting it through a phone number, connect it directly to the LAN with Wi-Fi? See what I'm saying?
well,
Well, yeah. See,
I would.
now you're getting into the thinking. You're overthinking things.
Well, listen, okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
You're worried about being stuck without service for 5 minutes, and that's not. You can't pay
They
enough
wouldn't.
money to. You can't afford that. I can't afford that. You can't afford that.
Yeah, but the problem is that they will not let you. But if you go like Best Buy, do that. Yeah, you can. But I'm
They
saying,
answered the questions that you asked, Nathan, but you didn't ask the right questions.
okay.
What you're trying to get is somebody to do the same service for cheaper. I'm not trying to do the same service for cheaper. What I'm trying to do is cut the service.
What do you mean, like cut the service?
Not pay for certain parts of that service. Turn it off. Do the device a different way. And I'll help you do that. I think we can come up with a way to make all your shit still work, but not have to pay that $215 bill or whatever the fuck it is, you know?
It's 175 for
One
about a month.
$175 right now, yeah.
You're paying a lot. You're paying a lot.
I'm paying 200 and something, I think, for my, no, 300 for my movie stuff, but that was a decision that Kim and I made together, and she had the money at that time. And we may cut it back off. I don't know. If we run short of funds, we will.
Well,
you have to make decisions based on what your primary needs are first. That is food and lodging and health. Those three things, okay?
but
If there's anything left over after those, then you can do all of these extra niceties, which is extra screens, extra TV, all of this extra stuff that isn't going to affect your day-to-day being alive.
well,
Yes, it's going to make you bored because you won't have anything to do.
yeah, but when I would,
And
you're saying,
there's a difference between staying alive and being bored.
yeah, but what, but if you're gonna do that, well, guess what?
I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I'm saying this is something that we can do together.
Well, there's one problem we're gonna be. You have to talk to their manager.
Who's manager?
My Verizon. You have to talk to their manager.
So I'll talk to them. I'll talk to the president of the company if I need to.
Well, they're some pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan, you got things stuck in your head a certain way, and you can't think outside of that way you're already thinking.
But
And that's okay. That's what I'm here for.
but
You won't like it because it's change.
but
You always fight change.
yeah, but I just
And
don't
so-
know. I don't know why you would just want like
I want you to get down to basics and be able to live with the money you have instead of expecting everybody else to pick up the tab.
yeah, but if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to talk to the manager with Verizon.
No, I'm not.
What? Why?
Why do I have to talk to him? He ain't gonna do nothing for me.
They're not gonna help
What
you.
do you think I even have to talk to Verizon for? I can go in on your on the account once we get it all together and say no, 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 and turn them off.
They will not allow there. It's in my name. It's in my name.
You've got an excuse for everything, Nathan.
I'm just serious, like because
No, you've got an excuse for everything, and you want to lock it all down in tight. And I'm telling you, you got to give me this information,
right.
or we'll go do it a different way. I'll
But
go to the goddamn court and turn it off. If I have to. Around you, you're not in a position of being able to be independent. Don't you understand that?
I know that. But the problem is, that I need to have a cell phone company to talk to my mom. But the problem is that you
You
can't.
don't have to talk to your mom. You don't have to talk to the cell phone company. It isn't a cell phone issue. It's a money issue. The money issue is you want too much service.
Oh my God. I'm just saying that. I think because if you're gonna do that and then put in Wi-Fi, they're gonna have to ask me if it's okay. But they're not gonna ask you. They're gonna ask me.
Well, I'm taking that over from you.
Well, they're gonna ask me.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is I'm going to take that over from you because that is a bill. And as long as I am paying bills, I have all the bills. It's not part way, it's all the way. Either I take care of the bills or you take care of the bills. Do you understand?
I don't know.
and you're fighting again. That's what you're doing. You're fighting because something's going to change. And you're trying to explain to yourself why you got to have it. And there isn't any valid reason for you got to have it.
Right.
It's I want to have it, not I got to have it. And you need to learn that word and what the difference is.
So what you're saying?
There are have to haves and there's want to haves. The want to haves don't happen until the have to haves are done. The have to haves are not done. You can't pay for yourself. So you're doing all of this want to have crap that's taking money away from being able to handle the real problem.
What you're saying? You're saying,
I'm saying you're broke.
well,
And you
I'll
can't
get
afford
paid.
to pay for all of this shit. Your mom's been paying it for you. Out of her money, not out of yours. Because you
Yeah,
don't have
it's my money.
No. She's been paying out of her money because you don't have enough to go around.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that Tony and your mom have been paying extra money to let you be able to indulge yourself in your movies on 16 different devices or whatever. Every which way from Sunday, make sure that nothing can ever go down even for 30 seconds.
Let me tell you this.
Redundant things.
My mom only pays $125, and their ETT cannot allow to shut it off. They will not allow to shut it off. She's paying $125, and the lady I spoke to.
Nathan, you are on a Verizon plan, and AT&T has nothing to do with the conversation right now.
Well,
no, has nothing to do with the conversation.
What?
You have a service through Verizon, and what I'm saying is I'm going to evaluate that service, and if I think that there's services that you can't afford or that we can do another way to make it cheaper, I'm going to do it.
Well, if you're going to do that, then how am I going to talk to my mom?
Because you'll have a phone.
What if I drop a call if thing don't works?
You're going down the what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. Forget that shit. Don't do the what ifs.
Yeah.
The what ifs don't matter. Ever anymore. Don't go down that path with me. What if does not matter. What if is planning for something that may or may not happen and you don't have the luxury to plan against it.
Right.
You don't have enough money to do it. And so you're paying for all of these what ifs out here by having all of that service on that contract. What if I lose the internet? Well, then I can switch over to my 4G signal. Well, what if I lose the 4G signal? Well, then I can go to my router, my hotspot, DDD. This is all shit. That's what it is. I don't pay for that extra crap. If it goes down, it goes down.
Right.
You live with it. Wait for it to come back up. It doesn't affect your life.
So you're saying to me, this. If you want me to cut back, you don't want to do my PE stuff. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm saying if you won't give me your bills to manage, then no one can be your PE.
If I don't do this, and you're gonna be my PE.
If you won't let me be your PE, then the state will become your PE. Is that what you want?
I don't know. I need more time.
There is no time, Nathan.
Well,
time's up. We're already down the path. We're already going down the train's going down the track. You can either get on or be left behind.